We know say we web this program around, say make people for soji on top the importance of property, tabi even rentage, because no be only to buy what they talk about, no be only to sell what they talk about. We dey also discuss salient issues that concerns landlord, tenants, issues that concerns the law as far as the property dey concerned. We dey talk about even the exchange rate as e dey affect property. We dey talk about quality in building, that is the one wey even happen late last year on top collapse matter. So therefore, so we wan look at something new, something fresh. And to do justice to that, na no other person but the certified engineer himself, who I dey talk about engineer Debo Adejana. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chief.
You looking
Well, because of the cap.
yeah, the cab, yeah, you look good. Yeah, because of the cab.
This part way big past my head, so.
Funny enough, you look good. When I see you like this, the only thing wey they tell me be say, the only thing wey they come my mind be say, maybe after this one now, you get property meeting for Island. But anytime when you wear polo, I go say, na inspection on good.
This dressing has to collect money.
This one na for board meeting on the island. Are we going to sell the filling station?
You know, you and this your filling station. You must sell this filling station.
I will sell it because the commission will be on top. I hear them on call.
I tell you.
You better make person sell filling station than make person sell house for Banana Island.
See?
Na my senior agent, na they tell me.
Now they tell you that.
Yes.
But I don't think so anyway. Well, good morning, viewers. I hope and I believe that you've been enjoying yourself, following us on Property Matta. If you've missed any episode, you want to go over to WAP TV YouTube channel and catch up. We've treated loads and loads and loads and loads of highly beneficial, highly educative, highly informative episodes and topics, and you want to catch up right there. So today, because you know, if you were with us when we analyzed the year, we said something that because of the exchange rates, right? One of the ways a lot of developers
you talk that and say property go cost.
Yes, now. Yes.
Even advanced political reasons.
Yes, now. Because of the kind of season where we did and everything, exchange rate and all, and the inflation we done already happened last year, you know, plus the small one way if it still happen this year, you know, then we're even apprehensive about the subsidy, but thank God that one has been put aside for now. You know, we had anticipated that, look, property prices will go up, no doubt about that. And when prices go up like that, it goes out of the reach, okay, of some people. They will not be able to afford it anymore. Do you understand? So for the developer, it's also a concern because it means that the target market is shrinking. The people that can afford what you are building is reducing, you know. So every developer tries to think of, okay, so what can I do that can still ensure that
to secure the market
can still reach as many people as possible. So this is where the topic of today comes in. What a lot of developers then do is to provide you with what they call advanced shell option. So we would explain it, okay? So
so
when they build your property, they will ask you whether you want it handed over to you. You want to buy finished, totally finished, or you want to buy advanced shell finished specification, meaning that totally finished means that they will finish the property. I mean, they will do everything that needs to be done in the property. Put the tiles there, the furniture will do they will do the doors, they will do the cabinets, you know, kitchen cabinet, wardrobe. They will do all that needs to be done. The POP, ceiling, whatever, screening, painting, tiling, like I said, sanitary wares, wiring, the conduits, the wiring, the fittings, the electrical fittings. In fact, some will even put appliances if they promise you that. So they will put cooking gas there, for example.
Wow.
Some will put ACs there already if that is part of what they promised you, you know. That is finished. But, you know, that comes with...
It comes with extra bar.
It's higher. That's number one. The fact that it's higher is number one. Number two, from experience...
Ben.
You see, developers, people have bought this finished property and they get in there and they start to redo the ceiling,
Sure.
start to remove
Change the
tiles,
POP.
change the tiles, you know, start to change the doors.
Because Mr. Debo, sorry
start
to
to
cut
change
you.
the painting.
Àwọn floor kan wà nísìn.
Yeah.
Nígbà tí mo lọ sí Banana Island ní last week ní
Okay.
Island ni o.
Yes.
Àwọn floor kan wà. Ẹ máa rò pé orí mọ̀mí wọ̀tá lẹ ti rìn. You go dey see feels like this.
Yeah.
3D floor wọ́n pè.
Yeah.
3D.
Okay.
Sẹ́yìn tí rí 3D.
You
will see mọ̀mí wọ̀tá under the floor like this. Àwọn ẹja nǹkan shark. Ẹ máa rí àwọn kote, tilapia, all of them go dey swim under the floor like that. Sórí ìwà ni mo lálàkàlà báyìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ rí iye wọn jà.
It's just part of finishing, you know.
3D ni wọ́n pè àwọn ilẹ̀ 3D floor.
3D, it's 3D. It's 3D floor. Because you are seeing all of those things, you know. So, people will buy that finished, haven't spent that much money, they will then scrap all of those other things,
Which
change
is
them,
waste.
you know. And to an extent, it's like a waste, okay? And now that people don't have so much of excess money, developers now came up with what they call advanced shell. Now, advanced shell, there are different categories, but advanced shell is the type that externally, the property looks totally finished.
Okay.
It's painted, the windows are in place, the entrance and exit doors are usually in place. But once you open that entrance door like this and you enter, waiting day inside that, yo.
The one will be saying engineer Debo, they try explain even the technical name to us, finished or advanced shell, which one you prefer, which one you go like. She make they don't put everything order, everything that you need to live in a comfortable home. She make it on the on ground. Tabi, the one will be say they go just put the door, the window, count feel say everything, make it done ready. Then when you enter, now where you stop there.
Deal with that.
When you enter, you go dey do.
Yes,
my first, before we go far, I don't know the meaning of advanced and I don't know.
No,
the
you
meaning.
never know.
So it's to
We just say inside go be korofo, but you see at different levels anyways. So everybody would define what they will probably do inside. But in a lot of, what is common is that they will do the conduits, okay?
Yes, conduit
and
wires.
then the pipes, the sanitary pipes will be there. And then they will put the wires, okay, they will run the wires already, the electrical wires. But usually, they don't do electrical fittings, and the sanitary wares are not also fixed. Yes, usually. That means your WC, you know, your wash hand basin, all of those things will not be fixed. But you will have all the pipes network already done, okay? So then, of course, nothing like any carpentry furniture work. So cabinets are not there in the kitchen, in the rooms also. Then tiling. Sometimes some people want to do some tiles, some won't do any tiling. So you have to do, all that you just see in the house is empty. The floor is there, bare. So you have to then do your floor tiling, your wall tiling, do your carpentry works, your cabinets, you know, in the rooms and in the kitchen, do your plumbing fittings, you know, and your electrical fittings, do your screeding, do your painting. You understand? So you then have to take your time to select these things according to your own taste. And what you can afford.
That's what
so it helps you to be able to read it. So you wouldn't have spent money buying something that is finished and then scrapping some things, losing money thereby. But you just buy advanced shell and you will finish to your own specification.
Let's just say taste is the mother or the necessitating factor of advanced shell. Taste.
Well, taste and for the developer, entry-level price, so that they can push their own product into the market at, let's say for the purpose of explanation, a product that when it is finished, maybe it will cost like 55 million. Advanced shell, it may be like 30-something, 40 million. You understand? So somebody that can afford 30-something million may not be able to easily afford 55.
And that might still or reduce sales.
Of course. So selling at 30-something to 40 increases the scope, your market targets, people you can, you know, push this product to. Yes, people you can introduce this product to, you know, you can market this product to increases as compared to 55, 60. Do you get? So that is what happens with, so you expect to see a lot of projects that are going to be, of course, that has been happening for some time,
but
since 2000 and since forever really, but majorly has been more pronounced in 2015 when we started experiencing some fluctuation in the real estate market really.
okay, but this one wey some agency dey do tí wọn bá fẹ́ gbalé maybe for Isolo area ni I no talk for big man area, but tí wọn bá fẹ́ gbalé wey dey go say make you bring money o tí wọn wà mọ folówó owó orú ẹ mọ fi kọ́lé, see understand, I don't know, maybe you don experience na your money they go take dey do the house, so when they come do am up to an extent o they no go finish am, they go just wey ilé ti ready, maybe the front they don want the plaster, the front go don, so that one too is he under advances? Yeah, because these people now, is he under advances? Only when one call you will see people once they know it's a new house like this, then they will be saying go and pay to this account. One come and plaster lilo, one more plaster lilo nita. But inside, kurufoni, I will still categorize this one to under advances.
That one is rent now. It's rent, okay? So that you can't rent advance here. You can't come and complete house for the landlord. But what they are trying to do is manage fund probably. You know, so maybe the landlord is lacks fund, you know, has exhausted his fund, and they are just trying to be strategic about it. Probably the rent that they expect to collect will be able to finish what is left to be done. Okay, so they want to be able to assess that rent, to be able to then finish the property and put the tenants in possession. That's the best that can be happening. There is no way that somebody will give you a property to be tenanted as advance share. If you finish it, over to Bodile Koli.
Okay.
Then that's the
another question I want
because I remember, sorry, what you said to me reminded me of, you know, back in the day, before all of these laws tried to reduce how many years people pay for rent, it was really very prevalent and common in Lagos that landlord will take a property to a particular level, and maybe the money required to finish it will be like 5 years rent. And they will actually be sitting down with tenants and negotiating. And I've seen people who have actually finished the house with an equivalent of 3 to 4 year rents, you know, negotiated with the landlord, and for 3 to 4, 5 years, they didn't pay any rent. But that way, that landlord was able to complete his house.
Okay, the legal side to this question where I want to ask, and I want to make we look into advance share. They don't give me the house in Korofo. I come buy the latest of fittings that suits my taste, because that's the essence of what I want to do. Timban Kolo. If I want to pack out, I buy WC now imported, wash and basin imported, cabinet imported, everything where I put for my house to my taste imported. If I won't go, am I allowed to remove my property?
It's not possible now. It's not possible. You know why? You know why it's not possible? Wait now. They would have given you value for it.
They would have gone. Turkey.
Turkey.
That's Turkey.
That is amazing.
I meet money okay Japan. They go Japan. Say I meet something there when I come.
You know meet, but you see, when you were bringing those things in, you would have had a sit down with your landlord and say, this is how much these things are costing me. Right?
Okay.
I didn't meet any WC in your house. You take inventory when you are moving into a property now. So I didn't meet any WC in your house. I didn't meet this. I didn't meet that. This is what I'm doing, and this is what you cost me. You would have agreed with him to the cost and the benefit you are going to have as a result of expending that money. So maybe he would have given you 2 years rent, 1 year rent. You know, he could have given you anything. Maybe his daughter to marry, whatever. I mean,
okay, that is also allowed in advance share.
Which one? His daughter to marry?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure that
the aspect of everything where I buy, if invoice is day.
Of course, you will have had a sit down with your landlord. Okay. You'll have had a sit down with your. It's not advance share. There is not like advance share in rent. It's just, you understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that for rent, if you have to spend money to complete a property for a landlord, you will get your benefits in rent.
Yes.
You understand? The number of years that you rent it or months
that is equivalent to the money.
Yes, you will get that. Okay. You can't be that they are giving you. It's not a common thing, you know. But people use it as a funding mechanism or strategy when they've exhausted their resources and they are building a property, and they have willing tenants that are ready to do that. Why not?
Okay, feel free, call us. Let's know if you're there. Let's know finished or advanced shell. How do you like your property delivered?
I mean, how will you like it? Because it's better to actually hear from people, especially
Yeah.
people that have bought properties before, planning to buy one, you know. A lot of times people want things to their taste, and that helps. So there is a marriage between the developer being able to reach more people and then the buyer being able to get what he wants in terms of taste in certain areas, which is fantastic. So what do you think? Call us.
Yeah, so call us, let's know, and feel free when you call, reduce the volume on your TV sets. Let us hear which one do you prefer, finished or advanced shell. Vis-a-vis, we promised the people sometimes last month to also give them updated information on the new Lagos State scheme, the one that has to do with this rentage.
The monthly rent.
Monthly rent, paying into some companies. You've been able to.
Yeah.
I don't know if there has been any latest.
Well, there is no development that I've heard regarding it
So
in
far.
terms of how you can pursue
Apply.
that. The only thing in the
there a
news also is
portal?
that not that I know. The only thing that I know in the news is also that the Senate in Abuja are also trying to do something regarding rent. You know, so that's the only thing that I know.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to legislate regarding rent.
The legislation now for Abuja mainly or for nationwide?
For FCT.
FCT.
For FCT. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to say that people should not pay yearly rent.
Okay.
How that goes,
Okay, they want to legislate it
wait to see.
to be monthly.
Yes, 3 months maximum is what they are talking about.
Okay, that is why we're your number one.
Quarterly.
Quarterly, okay. That's why we're your number one family entertainment channel, giving you the information and entertainment at the same time. So please feel free go on your Google search and update your knowledge on waiting the share. That's for those of you who are inside Abuja and even those of you who are inside Lagos too. Information they say now power. The difference between those that will make it and those that won't is the information at their disposal, so says Baba Awolowo. So go look for this information, read it up, and tap into it. That's the essence of it. Going back to finished and advanced shell, like we did talk. Sir, okay, we have Ezekiel. Ezekiel, how are you doing?
From Abuja.
Good morning, Ezekiel.
Yeah, on to Ezekiel.
Okay, go on, please. Oh, we lost that.
We lost Ezekiel.
Okay, please try call us back, Ezekiel. Most definitely. Nah, the network. Now, me, I won't go back to this advanced. Look,
Advanced rent.
Advanced rent, you don't clear that one for me.
Because be like say they touch your kidney.
No, yellow common lọ́dọ̀ títí wa.
Okay.
Wọ́n máa fowó parí ilé fáwọn èèyàn. All this thing, once they see say, funny enough, they will not even put anything, say maybe come and rent house.
Now people they go now. Because there is shortfall now, serious shortage
In building.
in properties available now.
Now this advance I won't go to now because let us be pragmatic about it. Now,
When chiefs talk pragmatic, you don't enter another level.
Don't face reality. Timber coin voice anything. You as a landlord. You know, say if I get the explanation where you tell me all the things where I bring into the house will be imported. Timber co receipt invoice anything in the practical form, sir. Maybe I choose to spend a year in your house or max 2. And I want to go. Is there anything, any law in our real estate property that compels you, where it forces you say you must agree? You know, say nobody say I want to come pay rent now. I'm like trading it off. Is there any law that compels you that you must eat it hook, line, and trending? Go, I saw you. Is there any law that says you must pay?
You see, there's
room for negotiation.
There is no one-sided decision. You can't force your own choice on another party. Do you understand?
But yeah,
so it has to be a negotiation. You see, who asked you to go and collect something from Turkey? Did he tell you that his salary from Turkey wants to put in his house? You know whether he has OK Japan that supplies him from Alaba or from. So you must have agreed. This is what I'm planning to do here. Submit it. If he says okay, go ahead, then you go ahead, and it's going to be equivalent to so. You will have agreed. Not that you would have done it. Then you now be sending receipts. Thank God you did. You gave love offering. You know what they call off for free? You have helped somebody complete his
How
house.
are the burnt offering? Them a burnt offering.
I don't know.
Okay,
because he didn't send you message.
So
and he didn't call his attention to it. Obodile calling Gongoni. That is building the house for the owner without receiving any reward.
Now, this takes us to what is very prevalent and common in practice. Though I don't like it, I speak totally.
At least in your practice, you don't do it.
I don't do it. And yes, as a real estate
agent
for over 50 years.
Yes.
But people, they do this thing. And I won't make you choke mouth. Not only choke mouth, advise them. And even if there's legal implication, let's know. If I want to come up for your house, but you have to repart, you know, normal. When it's very prevalent when people want to leave house. 70% usually have issues with landlord, except for those that are moving to the house. They will just find one thing wrong with that landlord. In my own case, I normally tell people, anything that make me stay in your house, once I'm leaving, I leave it because it's only normal for me to go. So we must pay for it. Now, the question why I want to say, some people, if they won't go, because now they do tie, they will now carry hammer
and break it.
I rented a shop sometimes 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know how callous people could be. Once in Muhammad, when they for ties, all the electric this thing, what the person do, and even it's so serious that painting, it happened in the painting, the person scrapped the wall and everything. I was like, this is insane. Now, if the person is even insane or whatever, I want you to first advise people on this. One, the number two, is there even any punishment for whoever does that? Fine, now you put the ties. Fine, now you do the electrical kini, but so but bale me jet to ban loan. So I want to know, is there a legal implication to this, and what's your advice to people who do this kind of thing?
Okay, yeah, you see, you've actually said it all. So it's not normal. Let's just address that. It's not normal. You see, all of these things happen a lot of times when there are gaps in how people got into an apartment and things like that, when procedures are not followed or when professionals are not involved. For example, there is a common, simple tenancy agreement, landlord-tenant agreement. It will have spelled out how you made the house, and there is an inventory taken when you are entering a property. You take inventory to say that, look, these are the things we handed over to you in this property. And part of that process requires, and that's your agreement, requires that you hand over that property back, you know, in the same shape and form.
So if I have done something in that house, do I have any right to spoil it?
That's what I'm saying. When you are now going to do anything,
okay,
improvement that is attached to the house, that is not something you can easily
move,
just movable, that is attached to the house, you have to take the consent of the landlord. It's very
so you
important.
Are not doing me any favor.
You are not. And if he says, I don't want it in my house, he does not want it. If he says, okay, when you do it, if both of you agree, for example, some would allow you do some modification to the house, but they will tell you, when you are going, you must return the house back to how it was. If you are okay with that, you go ahead and do.
Majorly people where they put window AC
or whatever, all those kind of things, they will tell you you have to return it back, and you have to.
Good one. Thank you very much. We've learned a lot from Engineer Debo today. Finished or advanced shell. How do you prefer your property? And I believe we don't learn one or two things. Thank you so very much, Engineer Debo. We'll come your way again next week.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.